Hello and welcome back to the latest of my video blogs. I've swapped the rough seas of the North Sea and the Beatrice field that was last week's video blog for the kind of safer grounds of the office here in Clarkston. Looking ahead to this week, back in London on Monday, a cabinet meeting in Downing Street on Tuesday morning. Then Wednesday I'm off to visit the Olympics site in London with Stephen Purcell, the Glasgow City Council leader, just to see what can be learned for Glasgow's Commonwealth Games bid by visiting the Olympic site. The same day we've got Scottish questions in Parliament, so maybe watch out for that and tune in Wednesday lunchtime just to see how Scottish questions goes in Parliament. Back here for the second half of the week, out and about visiting Jewish Care in Giffnock, also going to a local church on a climate change meeting, then off to Clarkston Bowling Club as well as monthly surgeries out and about in Barhead, Busby, Eaglesham and many other places besides. The only other thing I'd comment on this week, because as you know I try to reflect on something that's topical, we've now come to near the end of the party conference season, and the one thing that people have been asking me is where do things settle after this? And I think politics is competitive again. Of course David Cameron's been in leading the polls for a long time now. I think what's settled in people's minds, it's certainly here in Scotland, is that it's a two-horse race between Gordon Brown and the Labour Party versus David Cameron and the Tory Party. It's one of those two men who'll be Prime Minister. The Liberal Democrats and the SNP come to general election are a sideshow. None of them can actually be the Prime Minister. It's a two-horse race. And it would seem that, in truth, that if you were to vote for the SNP, you would get a Tory government. And that's, I think, one of the conclusions of this party conference season. And I think that's a theme that an awful lot of people, many people throughout East Renfrewshire and across Scotland, will themselves settle on. That, yes, sometimes they get scurred, particularly some Labour voters, about one or other things. But ultimately, and it's a very clear choice facing Scotland and facing Britain, it's either the superficial niceness of David Cameron's unchanged Conservative Party, or it's the depth and determination of Gordon Brown and the Labour Party. You make your own mind up. I'll maybe blog about it in the next few days.